Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of MC Commute. I'm Zach. Our guest today has been a major player on the middleweight naked scene ever since making its debut in late 2013. It is, of course, Yamaha's FZ-09. It has some updates for 2017, and that's what we're going to talk about on our way to the office today. Yeah, let's get right to it, shall we? Okay.
All right, time to go. This FZ-09's got that, it's just a matte silver and high vis thing going on. I dig the rim stripes. LED headlight, which you should probably talk about. So this is a low beam, and then the high beams light up and you go choo choo choo, choo choo. Pretty cool. And of course it's got this trendy European fender on the back, which allows the tail section to be a little bit sleeker, although bigger passenger accommodations, I'm told. Okay, let's do it to it. It's a bit of a rainy one here in Southern California. Pavement's still wet. We're going to talk about traction control, but hopefully we won't really need it per se. We don't want that. So the basics of the FZ-09, that 847cc triple, bolted to a pretty basic frame, and yeah, ever since the engine came out, we've really liked it. It's a gem. I say we, I mean everyone at the magazine. Raindrop on my visor already. That's not good. I don't know what we're gonna do if it starts raining. Camera system's not waterproof, so if the screen goes dark halfway through here, guys, then, you know, send for help. Ooh, people using their blinkers this morning? Outstanding. Oop, sorry, freaked you out. My bad, sorry, go ahead. Bike's just so rowdy, so excitable. So the engine, like I was saying, the engine, great engine, lots of character, lots of power. You guys have probably watched umpteen Yamaha triple videos by now, you know the deal, so I won't bore you with the details. The upgrades that are important in 2017, the suspension, or rather the fork. The shock is still the same soggy little fella that it's always been, unfortunately. I added a couple clicks of preload, that helped a little bit. I'm also kind of heavy, 190 pounds, so I think if you weighed less, you know, if you weighed 150 pounds, the suspension would probably be, the shock I should say, probably be more in tune for your purposes. Whoa, big old Humvee pulling out in front of me. Smells like diesel. Anywho, the fork did get an upgrade. Instead of being a very simple single leg damping system, it now has cartridges in each fork leg for damping, and it's not like a magically amazing fork now, but it at least has the components that it needs to have in order to someday be a magically amazing fork. It's still a little soft in general, the suspension, but it is much better. And for some reason the fork just has better damping characteristics. It's not super high end, but it's definitely better. I will say it's pretty comfortable, which, you know, some sporty bikes are, you know, they make the suspension so stiff that they're good on a racetrack, but kind of punishing on the street. But the FZ-09 is not one of those machines. It's like when you hit potholes and stuff in the city, it's pretty plush, which I think is important, because that's what this bike is best at, is romping around urban and suburban environments. Riding position is familiar. The seat is like pretty far forward. You almost kind of, you feel like you're almost on a supermoto bike on an FZ-09. It feels like the foot pegs are low and set back, but I think it's mostly that the seat is pretty far forward. But pretty comfortable, pretty upright as usual with this bike. They did make an adjustment to the seat. The seat used to kind of pitch forward a little bit and pitch you into the gas tank, which wasn't always super comfortable. They made it a little bit flatter, and it's easier to move around front to back and be comfortable on the bike, which makes a difference. No gloves. Come on, dude, bro. Ugh, that makes me sad. I really don't want that guy to fall down and scrape his hands along the asphalt. Okay, I was focusing on his apple fritter. Didn't see me in his mirror. That's okay, though. I ain't trying to hate. Oh my god. That's what this bike is so good at. The shock is soft, and it squats super easily, and it wheelies too much. It wheelies too easily, realistically. I mean, from a performance standpoint, from a chassis dynamic standpoint, the FZ-09 wheelies a little bit too much. But you know what? I don't really care about chassis dynamics when I'm leaving a stoplight. It's just fun that the front wheel gets light. It's awesome. It's basically a sort of geometric and dynamic problem with the FZ-09 that it wheelies so much. But in my opinion, that is a really, really terrific problem to have. Wheeling too much. Oh my god, it's so good. Throttle response was always kind of an issue with the FZ-09. 2017 model has same throttle mapping as the XSR 900 and FJ-09, I believe, which were improved from the original bike. It's still a little, it's not perfect. It's not the gold standard in the industry, that's for sure. But it is better than it used to be, so that's good. I guess we've got a hot minute here. We can talk about the dash, which is the same as it's always been, basically. You got your bar attack here, and pretty basic setup. Fuel gauge, ride modes, of course, standard, A, B, 3 different ride modes. And oh, what's up, dude, bro? FZ-1, respect. Okay. What else we got? Let's check out that blinker, huh? Arball's blinker setup. That's really something. Never seen anything like that. Clean chain, though. Riding shoes. Respect. OGO backpack. Nice helmet. Aftermarket exhaust, obviously. Yeah, so the dash, pretty basic, but displays all the information that you need to display and does it efficiently. And I actually kind of like that it's a little bit offset to the right like that, the sort of asymmetry, and I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. Oh my god, this engine is so good. It's so good. It's really just really good. Guys, it's really good. It's so much fun. This isn't gonna be fun though. Mas traficas. Holy smokes. It just rains a little bit in Southern California. It just has to rain a little bit and then it all goes pear-shaped on the freeways. Another thing the 2017 FZ-09 has is a slipper clutch, slip grip clutch specifically, which is a nice feature. Although in situations like this, when I'm in traffic, the feel of the clutch is a little bit funky, if I'm honest. Thank you, kind sir. Because the dealio with the slip grip clutch is that it has ramps that spread the clutch plates apart upon deceleration so that the clutch slips and the rear wheel doesn't shatter, hence slipper clutch. But with the slip grip, it basically has a similar comparable set of ramps that pinch the clutch closed, pinch the plates together when you accelerate. But it can make for like a little bit funny feeling right at the edge of feel on the clutch, and it's sort of not my favorite thing. Some companies tune them better than others. This one's pretty good, but ideally, you know, the slip grip clutch would be completely transparent. You wouldn't be able to tell that it's working. It just feels like a normal, excellent clutch. But this one feels a little bit funky. Oh, holy moly. That explains all the traffic, I suppose. Truck all sideways in the freeway. No one likes to see that. Hope everybody's okay. When I first rode this 2017 FZ-09, I was a little bit disappointed with the riding position. I was sort of reminded how upright you are and how on the freeway it can be kind of painful to hold on, but then I realized that I was going probably a little bit faster than I should have been. Right now we're going 70 basically, and at 70 it's really pretty comfortable. It's fine. You like lean forward a little bit, it's not that bad. If you got to go faster than 70, well, I don't know what to tell you. You just, you know, keep that to yourself, because that's not allowed. Right here, anyway. I'm not exactly going to push it through this corner because it's still damp and I'm in traffic and whatnot, but I can tell you I have ridden this bike on some twisty roads, and I can tell you that it does handle better than the last generation. Also, the same thing, that's just better damping in the fork, and it's more composed. It's got a little bit better feel when you're leaned over, which is nice. Yeah, it's an improvement for sure. What else haven't we talked about? Electronics. It's got ABS now, the FZ-09. It also has traction control, which I'll show you the menu for at the next stoplight. Right, so traction control is this little guy right here in the menu, and it adjusts with this little guy over here. So we're in 1 right now. We can go to 2. You can see, I hope. You can go back to 1, and if you hold it up, then TC turns off. But we'll put it back in 1 for now. I've been in 1 the whole time, by the way, wheelies and all, which I think is pretty cool that the system will save you from slides, but it still lets you do wheelies. I know that, you know, some people don't agree with wheelies, and that's okay if that's who you are, but I like them, and I think it's cool that the bike can tell the difference between when you're about to spit yourself off due to lack of traction and when the front wheel's just in the air doing a wheelie. It's a particularly nice feature to have on this bike, which is so wheelie prone, as we have discussed. All right, so I mean, 2017 FZ-09. We talked about styling, we talked about ABS, we talked about traction control, we talked about the fork, we talked about the fuel mapping, we talked about all the other stuff that's largely the same that you will probably still like about the bike. What else? What am I missing? Am I forgetting something, guys? Well, if I'm forgetting something, just put it in the comments and I will address it, I promise. I really hope I didn't forget anything important. This is normally where I would try to back it in, which you can kind of do if you dump the clutch, but the ABS keeps you from having too much fun, fortunately. Crap. Traction control 1. It's pretty good, right? I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty darn good. Okay, so now we gotta talk about price, and we gotta talk about weight. That's the other thing we gotta talk about, weight. The FZ-09 is heavier. Ooh, wet parking lot. We can experiment with that traction control. Ready? See? Not letting me kill myself, even though it just let me do a wheelie. How do you do it, FZ-09? How do you do it? Well, now I want to actually hoon around the parking lot and have fun, so I'm going to stop and shut off traction control. Okay. Yeah, it is heavier on account of more fork components, I reckon, and also the ABS and TC and that kind of stuff. It's bound to make a bike heavier. Oh my god. I don't know what they made this parking lot out of. but it is dangerously slippery. Yeah, so it's a little bit heavier, and price, right? I promised I was going to talk about price. So it's $800 basically more expensive than it was. $9 grand for an FZ-09 now. Get it in 3 different colors in 2017. The silver with the high vis, as I've got here, you get it in a red or a white. There it is. That lovely 3-cylinder growl that we've come to love so much. Oh yeah, this is new too, I think. The like little muffler cover thing. Anyway, there you have it. 2017 FZ-09. Am I a fan? Yes, I'm a fan. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this semi-rainy ride to the office, and I don't know what else to say. I hope you have awesome days, each and every one of you. Okay, see ya.